told the whole world in 2017 when I started making crypto content that
the cash is trash and gold is old.
And I've been telling people for a decade about cryptocurrency. But then we come into 2025 and we come upon the 100K challenges. And this year I told the world that 2025 I was going to issue the biggest calls in cryptocurrency.
And what'd you do, Bullzilla? Did you issue the biggest call this year?
And then I came through
with the Zebec challenge.
The payroll
of the future. Woo! If you guys haven't heard the news today, tune in. Streaming the future. Real-time stablecoin payroll is moving from Web3 startups to mainstream enterprises, fueled by regulatory clarity and the growing global demand. You know what makes this interesting? Bam. You know what makes this interesting? Is I've been creating crypto content for 10 years, since 2016, documenting my journey on the evolution of money. And I told the world that Zbec was payroll of the future. But what's more interesting about this particular call is consecutively for a decade, I find cryptos and projects with real utility before the news ever comes out. Well, today the world knows about Zbec, finally. Streaming the future. Projects introduce real-time stablecoin payroll. If you go to the Zbec announcement, everybody knows it was a big announcement from Zbec today. Deutsche Bank, here's the announcement. We're not going to waste no time. I just got off work. I apologize for running late. Everybody smash that like, comment, subscribe. Smash that like, smash that like, smash them hearts. Dude, Zebec Network. Breaking news. Zebec Network breaking news. My apologies. I want to make sure everything's right before I go too far. Have no fear, Bullzilla is here. Zebec Network breaking news. Yeah, here we go. Crypto for life in the building with the super chat. Best way to start the day with a super chat from 68J. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. Good morning, Devon NRG, first member in the building. 68J with the super chat. I appreciate that for sure. Helps out the channel in a very big way. Guys, this is the breaking news right here. And I told the world that cash was trash and gold is old. And delayed pay is definitely old. You gotta wait 2 weeks for your pay? No, we need instant payroll. And it is the future. Deutsche Bank backed all Unity selects Zbec as its preferred. That's the theme of today's show. Preferred payroll partner. Woo-hoo! The proof is in the partnerships. That was my saying since 2017. The proof is in the partnerships. There we go. Good morning, good morning. I know it broke my heart to have to go to work today. My brother really needed me. And I'm like, man, Zbec is on fire. It's bull run time. And guess what? The rest of the market's red. Zbec is the only thing running. Because guess what? When you got real utility, you got real bull runs. And if you saw yesterday's video, what did I say? Bull run starts tomorrow. I'll show you real quick. I'll show you. I said bull run starts tomorrow. Oh, we got a lot to talk about today. I got a lot of news pulled up. Did y'all see my FOMO order last night? I said FOMO. We had to buy some more last night, you know. It's very important. I'm telling you. Zbec set me free. Where's it at? Where's the video from yesterday really quick? Yeah, we got a lot of information to cover here. A lot of information to cover. Bam. Here's yesterday's video. Bull run starts tomorrow. Bull run starts tomorrow. And what did I say? Did y'all see the numbers on Zbec? Matter of fact, before we go any further, let me send a tweet out. We're going to cover this article right here. We're going to dive deeper into the actual partnership. Powering payroll for thousands across the U.S. Woo! I'm trying to tell you, them USA cryptos is about to be a big deal. Trump is in there. Powering payroll for thousands across the U.S. Stablecoin payroll provider Zbec is set to flourish in the era where regulation by enforcement shifts to pro-innovation. Woo! Imagine how big that is. Pro-innovation. We're shifting to pro-innovation. Pro-innovation, Bradley. See? Can you believe it, sir? Let me show you one thing before we go any farther. I'll send out the tweet. I sent out the tweet yet? I don't think so. This is how it all started, though.
I told the whole world in 2017 when I started making crypto content
that cash is trash and gold is old. Tell them,
and I've been telling people for a decade about cryptocurrency.
Okay.
But then we come into 2025.
Okay.
And we come upon the 100K challenge.
Okay.
And this year I told the world that 2025 I was going to issue the biggest calls in cryptocurrency.
So what I do, it's the first year I said I'm going to issue the million Zbec challenge. I issued a million Zbec challenge. Like I said, this crypto is going to do big things. Tell them more, Bullzilla.
And then I came through with the Zebec challenge.
Yeah.
The payroll of the future. So it was a million Zbec for
I'm sending a tweet out real quick. If you guys can smash that like.
$700. And if you would have got that million Zbec,
it was a million for $700. And then what, Bullzilla?
A month ago, your $700 today would be worth
$7,000. Damn, that's what? He did it again? Yeah, he did it again. God, he's blessed. Uh-oh, we looking good. We looking good. Uh-oh, what should I say?
This guy has been streaming every single time. Consistent, being consistent up until this day, right?
Yep.
This guy is just one of the best guys.
Still going strong.
Live streaming, if it comes to making these videos. So it's just so amazing to see him in real life. See you too, man. I mean,
Thank you.
We're all deep in the OGs, man. We're all really deep.
But when XRP hits $10, I'm throwing a huge yachting party at Mykonos. And everyone that wants to join, just put your names out. I'm going to put on the guest list. It's not going to be just one night. It's going to be the yachting week.
It will not be long before we're in Greece at the yachting week. I might have to rename that when we get to Greece. It's going to be the Zbec World Tour. Bam! As a matter of fact, this was the Zbec. I started calling this the Zbec World Tour when we was in Vegas. Just because Zbec was on fire at the time. Even though it was like XRP crypto community meetup. What? I still had to represent for Zbec. What? Zbec was on fire at the time. Nobody even knew what Zbec was. I was saying Zbec World Tour. Like, what's Zbec? What's Zbec? What? By the time you know what it is, it might be too late.
Because I realized so many people in the community
need to get Zbec.
And one yacht's not going to be enough.
Especially if you got Zbec.
I have been talking to people in Mykonos and...
Are they telling you about Zbec?
The maximum capacity is about 1,500 people, so...
we're going to need to call more boats. The Zebecians are coming.
Oh. Probably going to be more than that.
You damn right it is, sir.
Oh, yeah.
So...
I got a video today with Crypto View, the legend Crypto View right here.
Anyone willing to join has to share the names. I have a huge guest list, and that's going to happen when XRP hits $10. We turn on the engines.
When XRP hits $10, Zbec will probably be at $7.
CKJ, the hit
68J,
Hidden Gem Hunter,
Hidden Gem Hunter,
the original XRP Grandmaster,
founder of the XRP Army,
the man, the myth, the legend.
No doubt about it. Tell him, Jay.
Guys, I'm just excited. CKJ, after 3 years, came to an event, shut it down.
Shut the event down and sold it out. This was a hell of an event right here, guys. I'm telling you. This was the XRP Crypto Community Meetup, aka the Zbec Made Me Do It World Tour.
We're gonna go ride Slingshot's house.
It was a hell of a time, guys. I'm trying to tell you. So we're gonna get started now. I had to send the tweet out really quick, but we do got a lot to talk about. Let me see. Yeah, I know. I do apologize for running late today. Like I said, I had to go to work with my brother, and I definitely didn't feel like work. I was under the weather big time, but we got a lot to talk about today. 68J with a super chat. See y'all in 30 minutes. Crypto for Life, IBF. Shout out to Jay, legend of Jay. Crypto for Life goes live every day. Also, thank you big time, Jay. I appreciate it. I'm definitely gonna reach out and talk to you, man. I want to talk to you about a couple of things actually. We're gonna definitely talk. You know, when you get some time, I'll give you a call later or whatever. I'll text you. I appreciate the super chat, Jay. Though it does help out in a very, very big way. Very big way for sure. Big way. So how are we gonna start this show today? Let's go to this. we're going to start from my tweets yesterday, from where we left off after yesterday's show. Where it got really interesting, actually. Okay. Guys, this thing has been building for quite some time. I'm telling you. Uphold CEO made an announcement that there's a Zbec partnership. And everybody thought it was going to be some type of announcement today with Zbec. I mean, with Uphold. They're not ready to release the rest of that announcement yet. So that's still coming. But I said, this is bigger than I thought. And of course it is. The next thing you know, oh, they said, set me free, Zbec. ZBCN, the future of payments and payroll. And believe it or not, when I was at work today, I was thinking the same thing. Set me free, Zbec. That's exactly what I was thinking. And so it kind of started like this. No, it didn't start like that. Because where's my bull run starts tomorrow video? Okay, this is how it started. Yesterday, I told everybody, FOMO, FOMO, FOMO. When BullZilla sends the FOMO call, then you know what time it is. Oh, what up, Elena? Good to see you. How you been? I'm telling you, the rest of the market's red. I see red. Zbec decoupled from Bitcoin. And I'm telling you guys, let's look at the price real quick before we go any further. Matter of fact, I know that's what you want to look at. The big Monte. Bill. I apologize for maybe being overexcited. You know, when your portfolio is on fire, you kind of get excited. It's like a euphoria feeling, I guess. And I was trying to tell everybody last night, too. I was even telling my brother, I'm like, bro, you better get like some money on Zbec right now. Like, at least put $100 on it or something. And even yesterday, I was FOMO. I did a couple more FOMOs yesterday. We're going to talk about that momentarily. But if we go to the daily, I mean, last night it was pumping 23. No, that was this morning. Yeah, that was a perfect call. I called that perfectly. Because even, so this morning it was pumping 23%. And we were at 0.0047. And I told the world 40 was the bottom, 0.0040. And then it even dropped down to 0.0036. So this morning, when I first checked my portfolio at like 7 a.m., 8 a.m., it was on fire. 0.0047. So it broke through the 4.4, broke through the 4.2. I'm like, oh snap, are we going to go to 0.005? And it was kind of looking that way. Will we still? We're going to talk about that momentarily. But then I want to go to this really quick. So after yesterday morning's live stream, Zbec, after yesterday's live stream, we dropped this video right here. Oh, this was yesterday's live. I said bull run starts tomorrow, which is basically through the day, through the night. So as the day went on, maybe a couple hours after the live stream, I said, okay. I checked crypto.com. Shout out to Uphold. Y'all want to sponsor, partner, let me know, Uphold. I'll say on Uphold top gainer every day. But we're going to say crypto.com until Uphold wants to partner. Anyway, no, I use Uphold too. But we are looking for sponsorships and partnerships. Let me know. If you're interested, DM me on Telegram or my email. Not Telegram. Zebec top gainer on crypto.com. So this was top gainer yesterday. And at the same time it was top gainer, the rest of the market was red. I said, damn, this thing has a mind of its own. It's decoupling. It's its own beast. Let me put this right here. Sorry having that in my hand.
Time to market? That's yesterday.
Okay. So then I said, new payment and payroll system will change lives tomorrow. And I believe lives have changed tomorrow. And I'm still confident of that because if you hold Zbec, your life has changed, whether you know it or not. Oh yeah, guys, you will not believe, right before I went live, a fake call from crypto.com, fake Coinbase or crypto.com, they were representing both companies. It didn't make sense at all. It was a fake. So the guy called me. First I got a call. I'll tell you guys real quick because I don't want nobody to fall for this. First I got a call. It was like an automated message. It says there's been weird, there's been weird stuff on your account. If it wasn't you, press 1. So I said, it wasn't me. I pressed 1. But it said, at first it said there's been an issue with your crypto.com account. Huh? Oh, yeah. Hollow says she wants to play it. Believe it or not, because as soon as the guy started talking, I said, record. Because I wanted people to have an example of what a fake call sounds like. And I'm telling you, I busted his ass as far as, he didn't even know crypto. I'm like, bro, you better learn crypto before you start talking to me. Anyway, the original call said there's been some funny action on your crypto.com account. If it wasn't you, press 1. I pressed 1. It hung up. Not even 30 seconds later, my phone rings. And it says Chase Bank. I'm like, what, Chase Bank? So I answer it. And the guy says, there's been some funny interactions on your Coinbase account. Already I knew, hold up. The one message is said crypto.com. So I said, do you mean, is it Coinbase or crypto.com? He said, oh, we're together. Crypto.com and Coinbase is together. I said, oh, y'all are together.
So we work alongside each other.
Yeah, he said we work alongside each other. I said, oh, for real? Okay, so what happened? Explain to me what's going on. I'm gonna probably drop the video later, but I want to, because I did record it. And so what happened after that?
That's why I said I'll play it in the mic.
And maybe we'll play it. I mean, I don't know.
He hung up basically at the end once you called him out.
Yeah, he eventually ended up hanging up once I called him out, just because I was already running late for the stream.
If you're gonna make spam calls, that you gotta at least know your crypto.
Yeah, I said, man, you don't even know crypto, bro. Like, because for one thing, I said, listen, let me tell you something real quick. Because he was like, log into your account. I was like, well, if it was he was like, there was an attempt to withdraw your money. I said, oh no, they didn't get my Zbec, did they? But I know they didn't. And he's like, no, it was a failed attempt. I said, if it was a failed attempt, then why are you calling me? They didn't get the crypto. It didn't work. It was a failed attempt. But I was really talking to him. I was like, failed attempt. And he was like,
we need you to log in your app right now.
I mean, he was like, log into your app right now.
So we can make you the primary user.
Yeah, he said, so I can make you the primary user. I'm like, why would I log into my app? You didn't get the money. Like, what happened? It was a failed attempt. And then after that, I was just tired of listening to him. I said, listen, man, you don't know shit about crypto. Like, crypto.com and Coinbase would never associate with each other. There's two different entities. Like, you're trying to act like you're representing both companies here. Like, that doesn't sound right. And the next thing you know, everybody hung up, right?
Yeah.
I said, okay. So, guys, do not give anybody your personal information. Coinbase, crypto.com will never call you.
He kept getting them confused, so eventually he had to say they work together.
Yeah, lies they tell too, that's for sure. What is that? Yeah, I'm telling you, he was like back and forth with it too. I said, was it Coinbase or crypto.com?
It's definitely Coinbase.
And he was like, Coinbase.
Crypto.com.
Yeah, and then he was like, oh, crypto.com.
Then he's just like,
I'm like,
we work alongside each other.
Yeah, I'm like, make up your mind, bro. Like,
both of them, we need to check both accounts.
I recorded the whole thing. I might play a little bit of it in 1 second. Yeah, we'll play a little bit maybe in a second after I get through some of this good information here. So back to the original show. Just be really careful, guys, especially when the market starts being on fire, because they really try to take advantage of you. You gotta watch out for that. All right, so yesterday I said Zebec new payment and payroll system will change lives tomorrow. Zbec, smash them hearts, smash them hearts, smash them thumbs up. ZBCN, and this was only 11% right after the stream. So first we were 11%. We're just getting started, right? Too blessed. Just getting started. What up, Too Blessed? I remember I saw you in Vegas, right? How am I outside? We was outside talking and all. Is that true? Was we hanging out? I can tell you one thing about the Vegas thing. I don't really drink like that, and I'm actually gonna show you guys a video in a minute that I just got. I was a little bit lit at that event, and so I mean I had a lot of fun. Anyway, new payments and payroll system will change lives tomorrow. Zbec was only pumping 11% at first, and here's the proof. We was at 0.0044, then it started pumping 11%. Then it was top gainer on crypto.com, and this is the same time everything else is, going red. Zbec was pumping 11%. So I said, oh, top gainer on crypto.com. So that was after the stream. So, okay. So pretty much, man, I just had a really good feeling. I was like, man, I need some more Zbec. So I was like, should I do like a $100 purchase or $50 purchase? What should I spend? I said, I'm going to spend something. Maybe I'll spend 25. I said, let me see how much $25 gets me. Because I always want to show people, like, sometimes you can buy 25, 50, as long as you got something. Like, you got to get in. Are you in or are you out? So first I said, Zbec top gainer. Dr. FOMO whispered in my ear and said, FOMO. And they say, don't FOMO, Too Blessed. Your name just keeps on jumping out of me today. They said, don't FOMO, normally Elena. Well, when Bullzilla says the word FOMO, he means it's time to FOMO. XRP Rude Boy. Yeah, I know, I couldn't even believe I answered that, Jose Turner. Especially when I was supposed to be live. So, the thing is, this is what's interesting. I said, all right, first I'm going to buy $25 more Zbec, which was 5,000 Zbec. That's not bad, I guess. Because we got to rebuild our million bag. We're working on it as we speak. So anyway, but $25 purchase just wasn't satisfying enough for me. I'm like, man, $25, I got to buy more than that. Like, we're going to spend more money. So I said, I'm going to buy another 25. So first $25 purchase, so I got 5,400. Then I was like, man, like a half hour later, it was just really bothering me that, like, I'm like, man, I'm going to buy more than $25 worth, so I'm going to buy another 25. And you guys know I did issue a new challenge too, the new $100 challenge, which is 25,000. We'll check the price on that actually too, see if we still get anywhere close to 25,000. You might this morning, but anyway, less than a half hour later, I spent another 25, and I got like almost 1,000 less. I wonder how much you would get right now. Anyway, we'll check that. So I said, oh, Dr. FOMO whispered in my ear again. Dr. FOMO whispered in my ear again. I said I got almost 1,000 less on the second purchase. Operation Rebuild Millions Zbec bag in order. Because one thing is, when I had to go out to Vegas, it was costly. I spent a lot of money. Flights, rooms, all kind of things. That was my Zbec. Because I tell people I'm all in on crypto. If I have to go somewhere, well, I got to sell some Zbec. I got to do this. Like, I'm all in on crypto. I live it. I only talk it, but I live it. So, right now, I'm under Operation Rebuild My Million Zbec bag. I keeps it real. We'll talk more about that later. So, anyway, I also said FOMO in the Telegram. I had to. And this was probably around, I don't know what the price was at that time. It was like maybe 0.0040, something like that. And then later that night, after I said FOMO, boom! Next thing you know, Zbec was pumping 20%. It was a perfect FOMO, rude boy. Let me calm down some. I'm like overexcited today. It was a perfect FOMO, which they say never FOMO. Pick with logo. Oh, you guys, really careful. I got a fake call, and he was like, oh, there's weird transactions on your account. And, I mean, anybody could have fell for it. I mean, I really wish I could continue farther because I wanted to see what his next step was. Like, what happened? What if I would say, okay, I'm logged in. What do you do now? But I kind of thought if I logged in, would he see I was logged in? I said, can you see what I'm doing? Because I was watching some kind of, like, show on Netflix where, like, they be watching, the scammer could see you. I'm like, what? Or they maybe somehow reversed and seen the scammer. It was something like that. But I was like, man, can you see my phone? Anyway, I eventually was like, man, you're fake. I was started playing with him. But anyway, be careful. So the next thing you know, bam, Zbec is pumping 20%. Like, do you realize every time I ever said FOMO, people rocketed it, made money, and crushed it. Matter of fact, I've created the wealthiest community in crypto, as Jose Turner will tell you. And I said, boom, and that was 13 hours ago. We have liftoff. As a matter of fact, believe it or not, when I first posted this, I actually posted right beside it that the whole market was red, and we was at 20% on Zbec. The whole market was red, and we were 20% on Zbec.
I told the whole world in 2017 when I started making crypto content that cash was trash
and gold is old. Tell him, Bullzilla. So here's the thing. 13 hours ago, 0.0046, 20%. I'm like, damn, okay, that was a good FOMO. And then not even, oh, then this is this morning. Now, between last night's post and my interaction within the Telegram, I'm like, oh, FOMO time, FOMO. Like, really, everybody should already have their bag set from, because I actually issued 3 different challenges on Zbec. Like, come on, I've never issued 3 challenges on one call. First, we issued the Million Zbec challenge for $780. Then I said, well, maybe people couldn't afford the million. Then we're going to reissue the 100K challenge for sure. The 100K challenge, the original challenge, was $78 per 100K. And now it's at $470 per 100K. But I said, maybe people still can't afford $500. Maybe we can still tell them they can benefit from $100 worth of Zbec, which was 25,000 Zbec. So I issued 3 different Zbec challenges. Because that's how real I'm serious about this being a big deal. And clearly, this morning when we woke up, I opened my phone. What do I see? ZBCN melting portfolios globally.
And I've been telling people for a decade about cryptocurrency.
Damn, Bullzilla. How'd you find out about cryptocurrency 10 years ago, sir?
But then we come into 2025.
And I told the world I was going to issue the biggest challenge. And then this morning, boom, portfolios melting. Do you know how risky it was? Too Blessed, Art Caffeine, to go into Telegram where people like love you, trust you, support you, and like FOMO. Like this guy. Oh, you know what somebody said too, which is like, I'm telling you, it's the hardest thing. Even this morning, like, oh, is it time to sell and take profit, or, you know, FOMO more? I'm like, man. My response was, man, it's the hardest thing to sell when the market's going up. Like, ain't that the hardest thing to do? It's like, oh, I'm gonna sell right now and take profit. But don't get me wrong, maybe you do want to take profit, I don't know. But is it really profit? Like, I mean, 20, 30, 140, $1,000, that's not really profit. We're trying to ride Zbec until it sets us free. Zbec set me free. So I said, my Zebec's not for sale. And that's just like something like, we had to go to Vegas. You know, we had so many people showing up in Vegas and all that. I didn't want to let the world down. So, of course, I had to dip into the Zbec bag then, to pay for flights and stuff. But, hey, I guess it was really the beginning of the Zbec World Tour. So, it'll go down in history as a great event eventually. Because it was going to have Zbec World Tour Part 2. Or just like the same thing. Matter of fact, I'll give you an example really, really quick. It's kind of like when I was beating the drum and starting the XRP army. Way before the news. Because we're going to cover this moment in 1 second right here too. But this is the news that came out today presented by Zbec. But there was also a time when there was no XRP news. And I was like, everybody get XRP. Matter of fact, Crypto View tells the story so much better. And this is at Vegas. Everybody knows Bearable Guy. He's behind the whole 589. Now, if you know who Bearable Guy is, it's the 589. Basically, he texts me. Bearable Guy text you, CKJ? Yeah, Bearable Guy text me. He said, oh, check your table. Bearable Guy said, check my table in Texas. This is in 2019. I flew out to Crypto Communities Unite to fight tribalism. Because there was a time you could not talk about two cryptocurrencies on the same show. You could not mention XLM and XRP on the same show. People would go insane. The comments would just like the XRP army would go nuts. So, Crypto View will fill you on the rest. And you got a bear, and I was like, check my table. Why would Bearable Guy text me saying check your table? So I'm like, okay, I go to my table, then there's a bear on it. Matter of fact, Crypto View tells the story much better.
So we went to the table, and it was a little Reese's bear on the table, and it was 2019. 2019, guys. Crypto is one of the realest dudes I ever met. I love this guy, and he's actually the main reason. Because at the last second, I was almost not about to go, just because a few little things. But at the same time, I did not want to spend my Zbec. I really did not. That broke my heart, and I'm having a hard time dealing with that. But anyway, I got to see Crypto View. 2019. He actually texted me, and I was sitting there that Friday night. And like debating so damn hard. The event was the next day. And I got a message from Crypto View said I'm getting in my flight. I'm like, damn, I can't let people down. So it was worth it. So it was the bear there. And the bear, go back to that part. Bear on the table. And it was 2019. 2019. So it was the bear there. And then I say to CKJ, look at that bear. We were only like 15. Oh, be mindful, guys. I was lit. I'm like, damn, I can't even believe I was that lit. It's because that was really like the first night I drank in a while. I mean, if it would have been like maybe the second night I drank or something, maybe I could have held my alcohol, but I was like, oh. XRP against 100.
I think you only had like one beer.
Yeah, I had like one beer. And I was like 1 or 2 beers. And that's crazy.
3 Bitcoin maxis. That was.
Oh, this is very important. People don't really know the history of what I went through. But OGs know. Real OGs know. To CKJ, look at that bear. We were only like 15 XRP against 100. Oh, it's not blocking his face, is it? This is really important. That bear. We were only like 15 XRP against 100 Bitcoin maxis. Yeah. Bam! I'm telling you. Oh, hold on. That was. We were fighting there. Yeah. That was a real army. Yeah. Yes, real army. We were fighting there. Yeah. That was a real army. I can feel him when he says that. That was the real army. Y'all don't know how scared I was to go out to Vegas. I mean, out to Texas. Like it was nothing but Bitcoin maxis. The event was called Crypto Communities Unite. There was rumors that there could be some issues there. I was nervous. That people don't really know what I went through. Tribalism was real. To CKJ, look at that bear. We were only like
15 XRP against 100 Bitcoin maxis. We were fighting there. That was a real army, you know. Yes, and then we were like, what is this? And then he checks, you know, CKJ checked the Twitter handle for Bearable Guy backwards.
Bam.
And then he was the bear there, and the Reddit, he was the bear there also on the Reddit.
That makes it official.
Oh, make it official. So I'm like, so Bearable Guy's here. We were like, what?
Guys, I'm telling you, 2019, Bearable Guy was the biggest thing in XRP community. I was like insane that Bearable Guy was talking to me and reached out to me, and I reached out to him. And all of a sudden, I went to this event. I was scared, not scared to death, but I was nervous. I'm not going to lie. Just because I was nervous because of Texas, what I've heard about Texas and the Bitcoin, and just how aggressive people were about their crypto. It was insane back in the day.
Threaten people, like everything.
Yeah, it was. I'm telling you guys, it was like really the Wild West of crypto back in the day.
And you got on the table out there. Remember on top of the table?
Oh yeah, when I arrived, like, oh, there goes the XRP guy, and I said, ask Coinbase about us, because they basically, that's when they went live with international transfers with XRP for free, and I think it maybe at the time, this is way before XRP got delisted, but yeah, but basically it was just all kind of drama between Bitcoin and XRP.
Sorry for the bad words. No bad words. So I got excited. Exactly. So you know who showed up after that?
Who? CryptoView. Who showed up to support us in Texas in 2019, sir?
Bob Way.
Bob Way, one of the first Ripple employees.
Bob Way. And then Bob Way, he was one of the first people in Ripple.
Yeah.
And then he was lecturing about XRP to the Bitcoin maxis. And they were sitting there looking at.
It was crazy, guys. Bob Way, who showed up at this event, he was going table to table, schooling these guys about XRP. It was crazy. We had a Ripple employee show up to the event to support us, and he was schooling the Bitcoin maxis, and he was actually flipping them. They was like, we didn't know that. Like, Bob Way is like the smart guy.
Bob Way, like, what is this guy knows that we don't know? And he was telling them how Lightning Network was not good.
Lightning Network's not good.
But how XRP was the one that you needed for cross-border payment. You remember that? And then we met Lolly.
Yeah.
And she had her name backwards.
You guys see the point here.
Crypto News, the only one beautiful and nice that got us together. And like I say, Verbal Guy chose this guy for his riddle, which it was China, Korea, and Japan, which is CKJ. Crypto News.
They died when Bearable Guy dropped that CKJ. They died. Huh? I never received so much hate in the world. After that, okay, let me calm down. I became enemy #1 in crypto after Bearable Guy dropped that CKJ. They turned red. They're like, why is Bearable Guy talking to this guy? Because I'm real. Real recognized real.
The only one and the OG.
Bam. The OG.
The real OG. There you go. That's the man. That's the man. China, Korea, and Japan.
I lost friendships over that CKJ tweet from Bearable Guy. Like, people that I supported, they did not want to admit that Bearable Guy was talking about me. It killed them.
And which is CKJ. Crypto News. The only one and the OG. The real OG. There you go.
Thank you, sir. One day the world will know. One day. They can't hold me down forever. Huh? One day.
Yes. The only one and the OG. The real OG. There you go. That's the man.
Bam.
That's the man.
Oh, I love you, CryptoView. These are legends, man. Oh my God. There it is. Facts laid out. See, real people know the real facts of the real history. It's a good thing I'm still here after 10 years to really, tell people the real facts of crypto. Anyway, shout out to Bearable Guy. I don't know why I went into that. Okay, we're talking about the Zbec World Tour, Vegas and all that, and Devon sent me that yesterday. It was just amazing that Bearable Guy talked to me and dropped all these puzzles on me. If you would have been here back in 2017, 18, 19, low star 1, low star 2, I mean, it was a hell of a time. But anyway, the point is, I have been ahead of the news in cryptocurrency for a decade. I started telling people, get Zbec, the same way I told them get XRP, and I had to fight hundreds of Bitcoin maxis. Like, BitBoy was a diehard Bitcoin maxi. And it was Bitcoin Ben, BitBoy, the Stash, it was all the Bitcoin maxis. And now half of them swear they support XRP. I see them even comment like, come on, they're like lying. They're lying. They still don't like XRP. They're faking. Like, get real. Anyway.
It just gives them more likes on Twitter.
Like, if you go to like a famous, and I'm not going to get into it, and I guess I still feel some type of way about it because what I went through with it. I mean, maybe the newer people can forget, or they didn't forget, they don't know. Like, if I see Ripple make a famous, like a really good post, you'll see a Bitcoin maxi on there acting like, oh yeah, XRP is the future. You're just trying to get your face seen. Like, come on, stop playing. I'm not going to call their names out, but I see. You know, maybe one day we'll have like a, I don't know. I'm not trying to create conflict. It's really to create interoperability between cryptos. And that's what it's really about. So maybe they seem like they didn't see light. I don't know. Or maybe they seen light. But anyway, here's the point. Now they see the light in XRP. CKJ seen the light in Zbec before most. Same thing again. Blessed. Too blessed to be stressed. That's too blessed. So then, bam, here comes the news 2 hours ago. Breaking news. This is really what, your first official Zbec article from any major news? Because Cointelegraph was a big-time XRP hater previously. Cointelegraph, I can't remember all the crypto publications right now, but none of them talked about XRP at first. And then all of them talk about XRP. None of them even knew what Zbec was. Now, here comes the first article on Zbec. Well, guess what? CKJ issued 3 challenges, and we're way ahead of the game, Crypto Mark. So this is how it unfolded today. Streaming. I'd like to welcome everybody to CKJ Crypto News. I am Bullzilla, the hidden gem hunter, the portfolio melter. You guys can do me a favor. We need 333 thumbs up. I know there's got to be more. Like, come on. Like, these videos been on fire, like getting massive views. So there's like a lot of people that's shy to hit the thumbs up. Show some love. Huh? Show some love out there. Smash that thumbs up. Can we hit the record for thumbs up today? All right, so here's the news. Real-time stablecoin payroll is moving from Web3 startups. See, when I was here started, it was all startups. It was nothing but proof of concepts. But now we're moving to mainstream adoption. Zbec will change lives. Fueled by regulatory clarity. And guess what? A growing demand. A growing global demand. And this is why lives will change, Silver Days. Thank you. Everybody smash the like, comment, subscribe. Guys, this is the line right here. It's the growing global demand. That's one of the first things that excited me about cryptocurrency. Like, okay. Like USDC is like a USA currency. People aren't really using, I mean, you can use USDC in some countries, but each country has their own currency. But guess what? Bitcoin doesn't have a name of a country. Or Zbec, even though it's like born in the USA, like there's people who are like crypto markets in the UK. You know, he got Zbec. I'm in the USA, I got Zbec. You know what I mean? Like, I got USDC in my pocket, but Crypto Mark has the euro. But guess what? We're both holding Zbec. Because this is a growing global demand. Money without borders. Powering payroll for thousands across the U.S. I told the world that when Trump took over, it was going to be a big deal for U.S. cryptocurrencies because what Trump said, he wants USA to be the crypto capital of the planet, and damn, he's a bullish as hell. Payroll provider Zbec is set to flourish. It's about to change lives in the bullish family. In an era where regulatory clarity, an era where regulation by enforcement shifts to pro-innovation. You wouldn't believe how many crypto pioneers I've seen get run down. Jesse Powell from original guy Ripple was one of them. He actually started cracking. SEC him with big time fines. And Jesse Powell should have fought that. Like there was no rules. You didn't break rules. Like, you moved ahead with something that was innovative. Trump, like, pardoned damn near everybody. Thank you, Silver. Trump pardoned everybody. So the same people that are getting pardoned are the same people that are being prosecuted. Like, imagine what Jesse Powell went through when you received something from the SEC saying, oh, you're moving money illegally. Like, what? Like, he probably never committed a crime in his life. Imagine what he went through emotionally, thinking, oh, man, the government's after me. Like, that can really break you down mental. Trust me, I used to get in trouble when I was younger. It's just a wild life. Anyway, and imagine somebody got in trouble who never got in trouble. We're talking Jesse Powell, one of the first guys at Ripple, who actually started cracking. And I knew that's how crypto was gonna be big, because like what he saw, like he knew Ripple was gonna be a big deal, and he started a crypto exchange. Like, he knew that what was coming. Like, they already knew. They was working with the Treasury Department in 2015. Like, come on, anybody could have read that. Policymakers around the world are accelerating to regulate digital assets through landmark legislation like the Genius Act in the U.S., a new framework emerging from Europe. Shout out to my European family. I can't wait till the Zebec World Tour comes to Europe. It will. The current landscape aligns with innovators. Wait till we touch down in Europe. We touching down right where crypto market is first. A new framework emerging from Europe. The current landscape aligns with innovation who have long prioritized compliance, usability, and real-world application. Yeah. Among all of them, one stands out like a bright shining star. Its name is the Zebec Network. I added the bright shining star part. Real-time stablecoin payroll provider that is now reinforced by a series of strategic partnerships. Matter of fact, this article is everything I've been saying to you guys for maybe about a year now. They finally put it in the article. They put all my hard work in one article. Here we go. Strategic partnerships. The proof is in the partnerships. Positioning to drive the next chapter of compliant. And that's what I'm saying. I always try to go for regulated, safe, secure. Just because I don't want nobody to lose no money. Strategic partnerships positioning itself to drive the next chapter. The Big Monty. The OG Grandmaster. The Big Monty. Thank you so much for that, sir. With the super chat, it helps out the channel in a big way. Everybody, if you hit your back button once, your thumbs up is to your left. Heart, come on. We got over 100 people here. Can we get more than 100 thumbs up? And once you hit the chat button back, the super chat button is over there to the right. Just in case y'all want to help Bullzilla rebuild his millions Zbec bag, or you crushed it on my Zbec call, you want to show some love, it's up to you. It helps out the channel in a big way. Just saying. So we got to turn it up on that aspect a little bit. Because I remember in 2021, it was ridiculous. We used to make so much damn money in 2021. Because like the cryptos were on fire, 100K challenges, crushed it. We was making thousands of dollars. I guess, everybody went back to work, which I understand. It was COVID time. Oh, yeah, I hate to say that word. Anyway, so it was like a different in 2021, 22, 2019, 2018. Good God. But hey, we ain't going nowhere. We're going to make it work. Making stablecoin payroll is now a reality. Zbec, if you guys want to sponsor me, partner, I'm right here. Let's do it. The Genius Act, guess what? Hugo, one. Y'all see what Big Monty said? The OG Grandmaster. That's what 68J said. The OG Grandmaster. Some people know I'm like the first guy in XRP Army. Me and Cobb. I had to give it to Cobb. He was there too. The Genius Act became law in the United States. Bam. Creating the first federal framework tailored to stablecoins. Law backing stablecoins. Days later, the President's Working Group on Digital Assets emphasizing market structure. It's crazy how Trump had the executive order in his first run backed by Ripple, and people still try to play dumb like they didn't see it. They're kind of like hating because of so many Bitcoin maxis. And then Trump basically didn't come in office again, so we had a horrible, not a horrible 4 years, but crypto really got delayed 4 years. So if you're watching today, you're lucky because you came in just the right time. Trump is bullish as hell, and crypto is the evolution of money. Safe harbor, dollar-backed stablecoins are essential pillars in the modern payment. Remember when this bearable guy said I was the pillar in the XRP Army? Many may not know that. Across the Atlantic, EU, I think Crypto Mark knows though. Crypto Mark, he knows. Two Blessed knows. She got a 5-year membership. I joke a lot too, guys. There was a lot of people that really built the XRP Army, and there's a lot of people that worked hard at Ripple too. I'm not taking credit from anybody. Making stablecoin payroll a reality. It's been a big policy shift from regulation by enforcement to pro-innovation. Creates fertile ground for platforms like Zbec. It's fertile. Which that means you can have an abundance chain _ XRP, which were designed from inception to operate in a compliant, enterprise-ready manner. Zbec demonstrated that money flows could move from batch processing to continuous settlement in its origins on the Solana-based streaming protocol. That was always legendary to me when two of my challenges meet. Like everybody knows I issued the 10 Solana challenge, 2 for $100, and it went to $2,500. And then they launched my new challenge on one of my old challenges. It's called When Challenges Meet. And that's when you really have a successful operation. Matter of fact, when challenges meet, you should be more bullish than ever. Yeah. Turning on the age-old financial bottleneck into real-time flow of value. That's what I'm saying. You need to get paid every single day, Shane. Early use cases, spanned payroll, automatic savings and treasury management from Web3 companies. Okay, here's the big line, Shane. Here's the big line. Big Monty. Cementing Zbec as one of the earliest projects to make stablecoin payroll a reality. Oh, here goes a tweet from Zbec. Okay. 45 million Americans own crypto. I think when I first got in crypto, maybe it was like less than 1 million. 45 million Americans own crypto in 2024. 45 million Americans? Good God. So cash is trash, gold is old. Both groups face huge fees. That's the thing too, guys. I actually did some research when I first got in crypto, because when you start doing research on money and fees, like I was floored the fees they were talking about, because I never really sent money like that. So I went into Walmart and MoneyGram. It was like $50 to send 500. I was like, whoa, we can move crypto for damn near a cent or free. And I'm telling you, the next thing you know, Walmart changed their whole MoneyGram structure after the partnership with Ripple, and they created a program called Walmart to World. And all of a sudden it was like super cheap. So something happened. And at the same time, Ripple signed a deal with MoneyGram. And the next thing you know, Ripple stepped back, Stellar stepped in, because Ripple had to fight the court case, because they had to get clarity, or the whole Ripple team would have been going to jail. Because, you know, they didn't do nothing wrong, but there wasn't laws saying that was right. So we had to get them laws right real quick, and that's why they brought in Chris Larson. So, stablecoins changed the fact, low cost, frictionless. As Jay Whitehead, SVP at Assure, says by 2026, you will have crypto retirement. Shane _ XRP. Shane knows. Jay White, SVP Assure, says by 2026 you must have this for payroll. I'm not gonna read this whole thing because we're gonna try. We got a lot of cover. Not a lot of cover. Pretty much done. I'm gonna get out of here because I think Jay's about to go live. But that's why I really didn't want to go work with my brother today, but I had no choice. Because we're working on that Million Zbec challenge. We got to do what we got to do. And so Zbec sets us free. Expanding stablecoin support, USDC, which is a really, really big deal because we kind of got covered. The foundation of Zbec payroll ecosystem provided by compliant dollar-denominated real-time payroll and spending is embedded in Zebec's card payroll product through the partnership with Circle. Boom! Like I'm telling you guys, I'm not a Circle fan, but I am a Jeremy Allure fan. Like I respect Jeremy Allure big time. He was in banking on Bitcoin. This is like 2013 when he was like trying to fight for Bitcoin. Like whoa! Like, and I'm telling you, they were like mowing them guys down. Ben Lawsky was the most feared regulator at the time. He was just crushing crypto companies, like, you know, taking all their money, seizing their accounts and everything. It was crazy. Anyway, when Circle signed on, I said, whoa, this is real. Ondo, we hear big things about that. PayPal made crypto real. Like I used to have a hell of a time cashing out my money. When I got that Coinbase card and could cash out my money on Coinbase through PayPal, but you still couldn't even cash out through Coinbase yet. They were still using PayPal as like a third-party provider to cash out, which was wild. And I knew Coinbase would come out with their own card because I knew they wanted the fees for themselves. Additional multi-chain tokens also support Zbec, like Algorand. When they announced the ALGO partnership, I knew there was a Coinbase connection because Algorand is a big deal. Don't sleep on Algorand. And continues to expand in other tokens. We're creating interoperability. Of course, Algorand again. There's a lot of good information here. I'm going to try to really cut this kind of short a little bit. The main point of this article is right here, guys, is 2 hours ago, it's official. The very first, I'm not going to, there could be other Zbec articles. I doubt it. I mean, any articles I've ran across so far are written more or less by, no, don't get, actually there's some articles about Zbec with some of the investments, like the Series A round and all that. So there's other Zbec articles. But this is like the real first one where it's like, oh, this project, I'll show you what I mean. Today is the official announcement of a real partnership with real utility for Zbec. Okay. This morning I said yesterday I made this video, ZBCN bull run incoming. Like I'm telling people, listen, get Zbec right now. And then this morning I'm checking the comments on that video, and shout out to Scotty Too Hottie, Scott Bags, member, says let's go. I got let's go IBF, which stands for International Bullish Family. We're international. Got my 3 million Zbec. Scott is about to hit crypto retirement. Zbec is going to set Scott free. I like that. I was like, man, should I have a 5 million goal? I was like, man, I got to at least work on my damn million first again. Anyway, let's go IBF. Got my 3 million Zbec. and I ain't done buying. That's what I'm saying. Even if you got your million, drop $25, drop $50, drop $100, drop whatever you can. Get $10 worth if you can. I'm telling you, you can get a nice amount as a bet. I'll show you. Let's see. So yeah, let's run the numbers real quick. So, all right. So if you got $100 worth of Zbec right now on crypto.com, you get 25,000 still, 24,000. If you say, I'm gonna spend $25 a day, like, I mean, come on, like, I know people money's tight. $25 to get you 6,000. Damn, I could have waited till today on those two purchases. Yeah, I would have got. Well, see, now I'm gonna have to just do another $25 purchase because now I'm having to get that 6,000. I gotta keep adding to the bag until we get. So we're gonna add, and we're gonna keep continuing to add to our Zbec bag until Zbec sets us free. Yeah, that's that story. So we get to the biggest announcement. I just want to cover this real quick before we get out of here. In probably like 5 minutes, we'll be out of here. So this morning, and actually I was kind of upset because like my brother was like, man, I really need you today. I'm like, all right, man, I need to buy some more Zbec anyway. So I go to work, but the market was on fire. And I was like, bro, I'm telling you right now, like, the market's on fire. I'm supposed to be streaming, but I'm gonna go to work with you and help you. And I'm telling you, he does not believe in crypto at all. He was like, think it's a big joke. Like, what, the computer? You ain't stay at the computer? I mean, don't get me wrong, he works hard as hell. Like, I mean, he do be out there working hard. And I said, bro, your job is more physical. Yes, you are physical. But, like, this is some mental stuff. I gotta, like, find crypto research and find the right assets, steer people. Like, I gotta make sure the call's not wrong. That's a lot of pressure. Anyway, so then, bam, Zbec solidified my call today. Duce Bank backed all utility. Duce Bank, you hear this, Alamado? Duce Bank. That's a big bank. That's a bank. All Unity selects Zbec. Preferred payroll partner, making Zbec the go-to provider of payroll. Euro Mecca compliant, Euro-dominated stablecoin will be integrated into Zbec payroll platform, the Zbec card, powering everything from instant wages to global spend. The move marks Zbec's growth from USA leader in stablecoin. This move marks Zbec's growth from a USA leader in stablecoin payroll, to expanding presence in Europe and beyond. We're coming to Crypto Mark's hometown. Dutch Bank, stablecoin, selects Zbec. No, is that big or not? The big Monty. JC306954 is my email.
At Gmail.
At Gmail?
Yeah.
At gmail.com. Yeah, Gmail, right?
JC30.
Tell them all.
Oh my goodness.
Give it to them.
JC306954
Damn. JC3.
He always forgets the end because it could be Yahoo. It could be.
I mean, yeah, it could be different ones. So is there a separate article for this?
I'm just trying to help you remember.
Oh, thank you, Alamal. I appreciate that. Now, let me see what else I got here really quick because we're going to get out here in a couple moments. Guys, we go live every single day. I meant to go live once today. I had to go to work. So my apologies on that. Matter of fact, what's today? Tuesday?
Yeah.
We go live tonight. I go live on Tuesday night. So, guys, we do go live tonight at 8 p.m. EST. So make sure you guys smash that like, comment, and subscribe. Let's take a quick look at crypto combos before we go.
This is Derek in beautiful Wicker Park in Chicago. Today we're going to do some crypto convo.
Guys, I'm going to tell you one thing about Devon and these crypto convo clips. Like, when Devon goes to these events, right, or he'll go to Chicago and he'll get somebody, you know, brings the camera, all the equipment and everything, and make these clips. You get hours of footage, and then you have to go back and make the clips. Like, I have a hard time just making like 2 clips after each live stream. I always go back and make 2 clips of the live stream, and that's time consuming. I had to make like the same clip like 10 times it took me to make it yesterday. Imagine making clips out of stuff every day. You gotta really, it's like rewatching content. So he puts a lot of work into these. So if you guys can subscribe to Crypto Convos, greatly appreciate it.
Ruben Mendez from Chicago, Illinois.
Ruben from Chicago. Looks beautiful there.
And when you hear the word cryptocurrency, what's the first thing that pops into your head?
When you hear the word cryptocurrency, Fire Simon, what's the first thing that pops in your head, sir?
Oh, my son.
The Big Monty. When you hear about crypto, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
He's 40, in the middle 40s, and he's the one that's into crypto.
This guy's an old player. Look at him. He got like his shorts on, huh? He got like his coffee. He got his shades on. He got his hair hanging out, hair on his chest.
So has he hit it big yet?
Oh, he needs a gold necklace.
Well, I think he's got like 80 to 90,000 invested in it.
Bam!
Wow.
You know somebody knows crypto. He got 80,000 in it, or he might have turned into 80,000 watching CKJ.
Good for him. That's a nice portfolio. So do you think it's a scam, or you think it's a fad, or you think it's just a legit form of investing?
I think it's the young generation.
It's the future.
And good for them.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. A little encouragement. We like that.
And go for the gusto, as they
go for the gusto. Okay. So, okay. Thank you, sir.
say. That's how.
Go for the gusto, Big Monty. This is our moment. Fire, Simon. What's that? Germany, Frankfurt, September 23rd. All Unity Joint Venture, DW. What's that right there? I think you might be fake, bro. This guy right here, Sun Economy. Flow Traders and Galaxy. I think that's fake. That's gotta be fake. Yeah, that's fake. They're gonna be upset. You got caught. I don't know how to get rid of this guy. High user. Heads up, mods. Anybody come here promoting something like that, that's fake. Off with their head right away. No games.
I feel about it.
Right. So, but you would never consider actually investing yourself?
I guess I would. I would probably talk to my son.
Bam. All right, and your son's gonna tell you watch CKJ goes live every day.
That's great. Yeah.
Tell him. That's great.
Yeah. It's for everyone. I mean, there's no age limit on it.
No age limit on crypto. You got that right. And the Bullish family, we're a very mature audience, and we know crypto is the future. So guys, link in the description. If you finish, check out the rest of this Crypto Convos video, because I'm gonna hold you guys up too much. And Crypto Convos. And let me see one more thing before we go. Also, guys, we'll be live tonight at 8. Big Monty says hodl. Tell him, Big Monty. Crypto retirement for all in 2025 or 2026? Is that the first thing you think of when you come to crypto? Shout out. Oh, yeah, guys. This video right here I made yesterday is insane. Bull run starts tomorrow. Let me show you one thing real quick. I mean, I don't know. It's like... Man, I want to buy all the Zbec I can. I'm trying to tell you. I just see the opportunity with this one big time.
I just finished developing.
As far as the price right now being 0.004, like you're at double zeros on an asset that just signed a partnership with a big financial institution that signed a deal with Circle. I mean, we just talked about it all. It's like, what? For $100 you can get 25,000. Just get 25,000 if you want. If you want, buy $25 more. I'm telling you, I'd rather buy $25 more and then. Because matter of fact, last night I was thinking, man, I was about to go out to eat to dinner. And I was like, man, what if I just stay home and cook? And I'm going to spend that 25 on crypto. So, hey, maybe you might want to skip a couple going out and cook home like I did. I cooked home and bought crypto. Huh? Trust me, that one in the future, that $25, that whatever I got right there, that could pay for dinners for the rest of my life one day. Bam! So you got to cut costs sometimes to get what you want in the future. Matter of fact, what do you say? Stay small enough, long enough until you're big enough. Anyway, yeah. Oh, here's the video right here. Okay. Good God, that video's on fire. Bull run starts tomorrow. This was yesterday's video. Shout out to Scotty Bags in the comments. Bro, you're on fire with these videos. Thank you. I'm looking forward to your videos. Big D, Big G, Q1, 5-year member. Zbec is the future. Rich Dreams. I'm just reading the comments. I didn't say this. He says, I damn near lost faith in XRP. I'm persuaded to swap it for ZBCN. Matter of fact, what happened to the guy that said he was going to swap his XCN for Zbec? And I said, do it. Guess what? It's on fire since then, so that was a good swap. My birthday's tomorrow. Shout out to Expensive2467. My birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday, sir. Mega Dad True and Blue always come through. CKJ, aka Bullzilla, is a genius. Damn, Mega Dad, love you. Lex Badger. Dude, you're amazing. You're amazing. Level now. Prediction price, please. $9 on Zbec. He has his Zbec logo. That's how you know it's going to 9. Dave Fry, Dave F. Oh, somebody misses the Zbec challenge. What's the title say? Oh, what the hell is he talking about? He said, bro, clickbait title. You must. When I made this video, the price of Zbec was 0.00. There's the price right there, not 39. And then I actually FOMO'd it more at 0.0040, and it rode up to 0.0047. So I mean, it didn't. It's not like bull run, but we make it. Portfolio's on fire. I guess I could have said portfolio will be on fire tomorrow.
It's a bull run from where it started.
Yeah, damn right it's a bull run, because it dropped down to 3.6.
Everything else is red. He's mad about another
Oh, that's right. He's riding something else completely, and the market's red,
Yeah.
See, I really want to write the challenge right now, but I'll come back to that. So you guys shout out to the commenters, guys. If you comment on the video, it really helps in a big way. I really appreciate the commenters on the video. If ZBCN is picked by the government, I mean, come on. The dev, that makes sense, because if you sign a deal with a bank, that's like, what, a federal institution? If you sign a deal with the bank, that's a federal institution. So this video hit 2,000 views, almost 200 thumbs up. Can this video do the same? Can we get 300 thumbs up? I'm not going to go through that video. But, I mean, I don't know. Okay, let me go through this. Oh, you know, I got to do this for 2 minutes. I'm out here, I promise, in less than like 2 or 3 minutes. Oh, here it is. I cannot move any farther without giving some love to the Zbec army. The Zebecians. They know. No, actually, I haven't looked through it this morning because I've been at work, but... okay. Here's some more information, sir. Scott. Oh, there goes Scotty. Much love, Scotty. Scotty's a member. And, yeah, that's the perfect example I'm making. And that's why I said, okay, I'm going to post this $25 buy. Because sometimes you might have to buy less. Like, hey, I got no problem with being real. And, but guess what? I'm working on it. I'm going to continue to buy. It's the same thing Scotty said. I'm going to continue to buy no matter what. As long as you're buying, dollar cost averaging, however you want to call it. But I can't sit by. I don't know. I just had like a FOMO urge. Because I just knew we was going to make some money on that. And we did. And we're just getting started. And in case you're, I'm telling you, I'm going to keep buying until it drops. We're going to buy regardless. But there's going to be a time when it drops to zero. And you're not going to get hardly no Zbec. In case you were wondering about the new partnership, All Unity is a joint venture involving Deutsche Bank Asset Management Arm, DWS, along with Galaxy Digital and Flow Traders. It focuses on digital assets and tokenization, specifically launched in a euro-dominated stablecoin. Deutsche Bank through DWS provides portfolio management. This is the real stuff. Product structuring, expertise, contributing to All Unity goal, bringing traditional finance and decentralized finance together. That's like basically, you know, match made in heaven. All Unity receives e-money, license in Germany, compliant, Euro, Mecca compliance. Damn, now you see why they got all them compliance. Now you see why they got all them compliance, Get Money Squad. Oh, shout out to Nico. Nico's ready. Nico's bag is ready. I remember when somebody actually bought the whole challenge at once. They actually spent like 900 and bought a million Zbec. And next thing you know, they showed the screenshot. It was at 3,000. So imagine how I crushed it on that right there. I bought the whole million at once. And it was like hard for me to get my million. I had to buy $100 worth, $25 worth, $150 worth. I was just buying it as I could. And I had to fight for that Zbec. I had to fight to get that damn near that million. So good. Anyway, we'll fight for it again. We're still here. All Unity goal, bringing traditional finance and decentralized finance together. Match made in heaven there. What we got going on here? I guess I'm going to get out of here. We'll be live tonight. We'll talk more about it. Oh, what are they saying? Robinhood follows Zbec. So Robinhood for liking my comment about adding Zbec. Uh-oh. That's pretty big. Creative control. Robinhood liked the comment. You should list Zbec. They liked it. That's like something's happening. Remember, team, we're integrating our tech directly into Assure software, so inherently their partners are too. Zbec, the future of payroll. I like that one. William Hughes, Zbec, uptrend affirmed. See, that's like saying FOMO, but the fancy way. Uptrend affirmed. And like CKJ said FOMO yesterday. Higher highs, bullish, double bottom. Buckle up. We're going to the moon. Resistance before pullback. You know, one thing I'm gonna be real though is like this morning when I checked my portfolio, like this morning I'm always nervous the next morning, especially when I'm FOMOing the night before and everything else, and telling others to FOMO. That's like really risky. My name and honor's on the line. Like my honor's on the line, and that's all I got is my name. That's why I always been straight up with everybody and real as possible and try to make the best calls, because people work really hard for their money. So anyway, if I'm saying FOMO, the next morning when I wake up, Devon, I'm like, let's check. Like I could have checked Zbec and it could have been red as hell. But then I was at 47.0047. I said, boom! And I shared the telegram. I said, bull run time, baby. I'll follow back. So, you know, okay, so my main question is, I was like, man, are we going to actually go to 0.005? No, maybe they could say bull run then, but 0.004. But I didn't have no idea that would pull back to 0.0041. So maybe some are taking profit. And you know why I pulled back? I'll show you why. Let's look at this. I'm not going to go through all the cryptos, but let's just glance at the market. Red. I see a red. Zbec is carrying the whole market right now. It can't go much farther just because the rest of the market's selling. Like the powers of the, like Zbec was trying to pull the market yesterday. It was the only one green. When I checked this before the live stream, everything was red. Now, you know, there was a lot of FOMO yesterday into Zbec that pushed it, but people are like nervous right now because the market's red. So we kind of got like a little stall out going. It's like a little stall. Somebody's taking profit. Something's going on. There's something behind the scenes going on there. So Zbec has a mind of its own. Ken Moon Crew with his super chat going out the door. Ken Moon Crew. I think that's words to live by before we go. The Big Monty. I like the 89 NFL draft. Once in a lifetime. Yeah, once in a lifetime opportunity, because when we drop that 0, goodbye. Next thing you know, your kid's going to come home from school. No, one day, when your kid gets a job at a place, he's like, guess what, Dad? I'm going to get paid by the second. And you're going to be like, I think I had an opportunity to invest in something like that when I was younger, but I didn't do it. And your son's going to say, yeah, right, you're lying. You didn't know about payroll of the future. Now, are you knew about this and you didn't get involved, Dad? Oh, don't do that to your son. Do not take Harvard from your son. Think of the future. I'm just joking. Kim Moon Crew with a $2 super chat, bro. I really do appreciate the super chat. Every dollar matters and it helps out the channel in a big way. Shane _ XRP. Once my DCA is 0.00, it's all fun coupons. Shout out to Shane. XRP, Rude Boy, some things are worth fighting for. Tell him, Rude Boy. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Everyone should go to Robinhood page and tell them to add Zbec. Let's go. Tell them, Scotty. Shane XRP, back to work. Much love, Shane. Thank you so much for stopping by, dude. I really appreciate that. And you know what? I'm going to see everybody tonight at 8 o'clock. Thank you so much for being here. Smash some thumbs up before you go. And don't forget to hit your notification bell, because we will be live tonight. And believe it or not, for those that don't know, yeah, hit them hearts before you go. Those help out. Those are like $100 super chats, the hearts. They're just as good. Well, yeah, they're just as good. Oh, this is when I showed Zbec was at double zeros and a 1 when we first issued the challenge. What did I say on this?
We can keep this real serious. We can keep this real serious. But what we are serious about,
this is when the price was $100 per 100K and it was pumping 26%.
About is I need everybody out there right now
to buy Zbec
now to smash that.
Okay. Do I say get that?
Gainers be lined up. When you woke up this morning, Zbec was all the way at the bottom of the top gainer list.
Oh, okay, Zebec's climbing daily.
And guess what? Then it worked its way up around lunchtime, halfway through.
Oh my God, lives are gonna change. One day, Zbec will set you free, Bradley C. All right, I'm gonna be serious and really go out with this now. Okay, hold on. Wasn't Get Money Squad here? Shout out to Get Money Squad. Here we go. Guys, if Zbec goes down, this is what you do. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. Don't trip. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. Don't trip. Don't trip. Buy the dip. Buy the chips and dip. Hold on. This is Crown Chakra. This is a different song. My fault. My apologies on that. Oh, Get Money Squad. I got... Get Money Squad. You did not show up the next day when I said I got you tomorrow either, bro. And I was rocking your song. All right, we'll go out with this instead of that. We need to Get Money Squad's music because shout out to Get Money Squad. Wrong song. Anyway, we'll go out with this. But buy the dip, don't trip.
I told the whole world.
What was you telling Bullzilla?
in 2017.
That's Devon picked me up in that Benz truck in Vegas. Like, what? I was like, oh, we're going to do it big. We're getting some content.
I started making crypto content that cash was trash and gold is old.
Big Monty.
I tell people for a decade about cryptocurrency. But then we come into 2025 and we come upon the 100K challenges. And this year, I told the world that 2025 I was going to issue the biggest calls in cryptocurrency. And then I came through with the Zebec.
Shout out to the big Monty. He says his kids are going to Harvard. Much love, Monty.
Challenge. The payroll of the future. So it was $1 million Zbec for $700.
There will be a day when we will be millionaires. House on the beach. Crypto retirement. Convertible. You got to say that to yourself. You got to manifest it. Manifestation is real.
And if you would have got that $1 million Zbec not even a month ago, your $700 a day will be worth $7,000.
Yeah. Give it to him, sir. Much love, Silver Days. Thank you so much for your membership, too, dude. Ocean View Coffee Shop made it. Oh, we're going to have Ocean View. Getting coffee at the shop. CKJ. Tails. Optimus Prime. Kita. Hollow Model. Hollow Model made to Vegas. Team Green. VA. Millie Gang. Millie Gang. XRZILLAS.
This guy has been streaming.
King Doggo. I backed Doggo when people didn't like Doggo like that because he told jokes and he was like a character. He was like a dog and he didn't show his face. And then he changed his character to King Karen. But I always thought he was funny and I supported him from the beginning. And now people understand him and he's doing really well.
Every single time. Consistent. Being consistent up until this day, right?
Yep.
10 years strong, baby.
This guy is just one of the best guys.
They tried to shake me out crypto before when Barrel Guy was talking to me, Dave was talking to me. They tried their hardest. They tried.
If it comes to...
But guess what? Real recognize real, baby.
Live streaming, if it comes to making these videos. So it's just so amazing to see him in real life. See you too, man.
Crypto View showed up just in case. It was wild though at the Crypto Community Night though. I was nervous that event.
Yeah. We're all deep in the OGs, man. We're all really deep.
But when XRP hits $10, I'm throwing a huge XRP hits $10.
Let's have some fun. Edo Farid is excited to see Jim Hunter.
XRP hits $10. We turn on the engines.
Because Zbec will be 9 when Zbec hits 10. When XRP hits 10, Zbec will hit 9.
CKJ, the hidden
6'8", tell him, Jay.
Jim Hunter, the original XRP Grandmaster.
Tell him, Jay.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Tell him, Jay.
Guys, I'm just excited. CKJ, after 3 years, came to the event, shut it down.
We sold that event out. I told the world when I